principal at Kennedy Elementary School in Winder, Georgia. Thank you for joining us as we try to travel this summer to all 50 states through books. That's right, we're going to try to travel to all 50 states through books. Today we are driving about 690 something miles, almost 700 miles west. We're going to go through Alabama, through Tennessee, and get to Arkansas. So we're going all the way to Arkansas. We're going to Ozark, Arkansas. So we're going to Ozark, Arkansas. We're going to visit the principal at Ozark Elementary School, or Ozark Primary School, the home of the Hillbillies, where hillbilly pride runs deep. So we're going to meet her, and then we are going to read the book, award-winning book from Arizona, Fearless Mary, written by Tammy Charles, illustrated by Claire Allman. So hopefully you enjoy. What is your name and the name of your school?
Okay, my name is Kelly Burns, and the name of my school is Ozark Primary School. Now, if you looked it up in the state registry, it'd be Elgin B. Milton Primary School, but because we have two different campuses, there's a campus for K and pre-K, and then I'm first through third grades. And I've been a principal for a total of 17 years, and at this school for 13. So this is my 33rd year of teaching.
Wow, you're like me. This is my 14th year at this school as a principal.
Yes.
So,
How many students are in your school?
what do you guys have?
400.
400, just 1 through 3.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah,
I also have on this campus we have an alternative learning environment.
Okay.
So I have the K2 on my campus, and I also have the K through 4 high needs resource, which a lot of folks refer to that as self-contained. We just chose to call it a high needs resource because they're a part of our school, but they're just here with us.
perfect. Yeah.
What is your school mascot?
Mascot. We are the Kennedy Dragons.
Okay, we are the Hillbillies, and I was trying to find something I could show you. I do have a cup that has the hillbilly on it, and don't ask me where it's been that way since I'm a born and raised hillbilly. So we were in 1961 when I was born, we were still the Hillbillies.
Nice. And what is your tagline on your?
It is HPRD, Hillbilly Pride Runs Deep.
Hillbilly.
What is the coolest thing on your campus?
Well, on our campus, we do have an outdoor classroom
Mhm.
that is in the middle. We have like we had a building project several years ago. So my building that I'm in right now was what used to be the 4-5 building.
Mhm.
And we added a new wing. And so we have like a glass enclosed hallway in between the two buildings.
Okay.
And on both sides. And so that classroom is in the middle. And so it's surrounded by the hallways.
Nice.
And so you can only enter it through our building.
Mhm.
And it also has we have picnic tables out there, but it also has like tiered seating. It has AstroTurf. So it has tiered seating. So they can go out there and read, or they could go out there and have class. So especially on nice, beautiful days, they go out and really utilize that a lot. But it's really neat. We're super proud of it.
Yeah, that sounds.
What specials do you have?
Have at your school.
Okay, we have art,
Mhm.
music, library, and then we have it's called Math Lab, but it's just like an extra booster for math. And she serves kindergarten through third grade, and that's a Title I program. So my first and second graders, that's their pullouts.
Okay.
And third grade has computer lab as a special. The first and second graders do go to computer lab, but it's not like in their rotation necessarily, because we are one-to-one on our devices. So
Nice.
they have those in the classroom. And math lab in third grade is a part of their math instruction. So um, we they get to go to every special every week except for computer lab is third only because in Arkansas, K through 2, every child goes to gifted and talented. So
Mm,
that's an additional 30 minutes out of the classroom that our gifted and talented teacher provides instruction. And by the time you get to third, then it's a pull out of the classroom.
right.
What is the best thing served at your lunch?
Your lunchroom.
Well, it's Wednesday. That's chicken nugget day. So
Nice.
it's chicken nuggets, mashed potatoes and gravy, hot rolls, and then some type of vegetable.
Did you guys say gravy?
Yes, I did say gravy.
You guys get gravy. That's the one thing. So we do. It's not every Wednesday. It seems like it's at least once a week. We have. They mix it up. Sometimes it's chicken nuggets and sometimes it's chicken tenders.
Mhm.
But always mashed potatoes. But we've never had gravy, and I've always asked why can't we have gravy? And they said, well, we don't provide gravy. So now I can go back and say in Arkansas they do.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
What is the coolest thing to do near your school?
Well, we are right at the foothills of what is called the Pig Trail. So it's
Mhm.
Highway 23 North. So you would go from Ozark, you could go to Fayetteville, or you could also uh, head off and go into that's a route a lot of people take to go to like Branson, Missouri, which is a
Oh,
big
okay.
attraction and stuff. But what we have just north of us on the Pig Trail, we have what's called the Mulberry River. So it's a big floating. So
Hmm.
we have a lot of people come from different states because they want to float on the Mulberry. We're not too awfully far from the Buffalo. Uh, and as far as that's the main attractions in our area, we do have Mount Magazine, which is about 25 miles to the south of us.
Yeah.
And that's, I looked it up, and that is 2,700 feet high. So it's a huge mountain. And
Wow.
it's also a haven for butterflies. You can find 94 out of 134 species of butterflies in the state of Arkansas can be found on Mount Magazine. And it's got a great lookout, a restaurant. You can cabin there, you can hike, but you can see a lot of different places from Mount Magazine, of course, being that tall.
It's called Mount Magazine.
Mount Magazine, yes.
Wow, that's cool. That's very cool. All right. Well, I'm going to stop the recording real quick
Okay.
and then.
All right, here's our award-winning book from Arkansas, Fearless Mary. Author is Tammy Charles, and the illustrator is Claire Almond. Fearless Mary by Tammy Charles, illustrated by Claire Almond. In the city of Cascade, Montana, Mary Fields sees help wanted signs everywhere. The city needs a new stagecoach driver to make deliveries to a school. St. Peter's mission. It's a good job, an important job, but a dangerous one too. It's 1895. Sending supplies and messages to Cascade is easy thanks to telegraphs and trains. But the trails that snake through the mountains up to St. Peter's make it almost impossible to reach. The best way to deliver the mail there is by stagecoach. Outlaws prey on stagecoaches, which carry valuable supplies, money, and food. Wild animals prey on them too. The stagecoach is usually guarded by one person, the driver. To do this job, you need to be smart, tough, unshakable. As a former slave who traveled to the West alone to seek opportunity, Mary Fields is all of those things. With the job comes respect and high wages, nearly $75 a month. With that kind of pay, a person can live a good life. But most people think a job like that is meant for men, not women, especially not an ex-slave. Getting the job will be hard for Mary. Even though the Wild West is supposed to be a land of opportunity, everything is segregated. Whites only. Restaurants, white only jobs, whites only pay. That doesn't stop Mary. It only makes her want to prove that to everyone that she should be equal, including women. So the next day, Mary gallops into town, face pointed towards the sky, ready to take her chance. At least 40 cowboys try out for the job, and Mary steps right up with them. "We don't hire people like you," the manager says. Mary stands tall and squares her shoulders. She lived for the first 33 years of her life without freedom, and now she spent the rest of it making sure she got equal shot at the good life. "I'm Mary Fields. I can outride any man trying out for this job." Mary refuses to leave. She waits her turn to show them what she can do. One by one, the cowboys try their best. They swing their lassos, saddle up the horses real fine, but Mary knows what she can do. She can do that, and much more. So she steps forward again, but the manager points. "I said, not you. You don't belong here. I'll show you what I can do." And she does. Mary hitches 6 horses, cracks her whip, speeds up the hill and back around, the horses' hooves clomping an earth-shaking sound. She is a force. "What's your name again?" the manager asks. "I'm Mary Fields, but you can call me Fearless." No need to look further. This job is hers. No African-American woman has ever been hired to drive a stagecoach in Cascade or in the rest of the country. Mary Fields is the very first. Being first is hard. Not everyone likes the idea of a woman driving a stagecoach. Some believe Mary can't do the job because she is a woman, because of the color of her skin. But Mary is unbreakable, unshakable. She travels rugged mountain trails. It's hard to navigate, but Mary can read all kinds of maps, including star patterns in the dark sky. Thieves try to steal from her wagon. Little do they know, Mary's got herself a pet eagle, trained as her faithful protector. They don't stand a chance. On one moonless night, Mary's wagon hits a gully. Hoarse screams pierce the air. Packages fly everywhere, and a gang of hungry wolves creeps out from the shadows. Mary's cargo is important. Food to feed the school children, letters for loved ones sent from far away. It's her job to protect her horses and make sure the children of St. Peter's receive their packages. Mary stands guard all night, iron weapon pressed against her back, with the eagle at her side. She keeps the wolves at bay until the sun rises and chases them away. Mary never loses a single horse or a single package. Word of Mary's courage spreads throughout Cascade. She becomes a hometown hero. The stagecoach driver who fended off wolves, trudged through heavy snow, and never missed a single day of work. No task was too small, no task was too dangerous, and in time, she would become known as a groundbreaker, a history maker. Mary rides those trails for 8 years until she's in her 70s. More women begin to drive stagecoaches and deliver mail across the United States. Fearless, just like Mary, faces pointed to the sky. As the years go by, cars, telephones, and airplanes are invented. Delivering the mail becomes much easier, less dangerous, and thanks to Mary and others like her, a job held by many women. Today, Mary's bravery is remembered in Cascade throughout the country. Delivery men and women still face long days on the road and harsh weather at times, but nothing like the dangers Mary faced in the Wild West. Every now and then, if you listen closely, you'll hear her voice whispering in the wind. "I'm Mary Fields, but you can call me Fearless." Fearless Mary.